All right, the GreatStockPicks.com watch list for Wednesday, February 26th. Here's some stocks I'm going to be watching tomorrow. OVTI is one. I don't look at this chart and say, hey, man, this is a great potential trade, except for the fact you see it closed at 15.27, except for the fact that in after hours it shot up to almost 16.40. Looks like it came to rest around 16 bucks. So now you go back to the daily. It's set to open above a lot of recent trading, but also at the 200-day. So will that knock it down, or will it jump over that and run? But it's worth having on watch. LJPC. I'm not sure what the deal is with this one. I keep thinking I traded this one years ago, but it looks like a new issue here, so I'm not sure what happened. But again, nothing compelling about the chart. Closed at 760, except for the fact that in after hours this went up to almost 10 bucks. It went to 975, settled around 940. Back to the daily to get a better look now. So it's up, set to open. Well, who knows? But right now it's trading around 940 right up here. The highs recently are 1021. So that is definitely worth watching tomorrow. Whoops. SICJ. I was telling everybody in the chat room today that if I had more time, I would have tried to short this at the end of the day. Just because if you look at the daily chart, you don't see any candle really the size of today's candle. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Just a huge candle there, and coming up into recent highs. Anytime you make this kind of intraday move up into recent highs, generally you can kind of catch an intraday top and get a pullback. Having said that, it was too late in the day for me to try it, and so now it's just on watch. I'm going to see what it does tomorrow. It's not something I would blindly short at the open. But it's certainly interesting. What I'd really like to see is this thing to maybe just take off from the open straight up for 15 minutes. You might get a pretty nice reversal there. But anyway, I'm not in love with this one. It was just worth showing. Let's see, TTS, kind of a thinner stock, but popped up the other day and is really just kind of flagging. So that might give an intraday trade. YRCW. Well, you kind of have... There's a couple recent highs from late January, 23.92, and then yesterday's high was 23.74. Lower volume today and kind of a narrow range. So that one, if we can trade in a narrow range and then break its early high, could get a breakout above this whole little, I don't know if you call it a cup and handle, but above these recent highs here. YRCW moves really nicely at times. MVIS, whoops, let me try to type that better. This is actually one of my favorites. Anytime you get a crazy move like this and a very, very clean 3-day pullback to the 8-day moving average, I really like it if it would get down to 190, which is the 200-day. And if you switch to 15-minute candles, well, never mind. I'd have to, well, I'll just do it real quick. I'll take the pre-market off, and then you can see also this purple line is the 200 on 15s. So anywhere around the $1.90 area, this becomes pretty darn interesting to me. This is definitely on bounce watch, though. MVIS. I never just blindly take something. It's going to have to meet, intraday setup parameters before I'll take it. But that one is one of the top alerts for me that I'll be watching. And then Sienna, after the gap up here and rallied for about 4 days. Very clean pullback now, 3-day pullback into the 8-day moving average. So that one is also on bounce watch. That's what I have to start with. I mean, I know some of you have seen First Solar and all that. I actually don't like those really big gaps because I feel like everyone's going to be trading them and the algorithms seem to get a hold of them. But the stocks I just showed you, that's what I'm starting with. And as always, guys in the chat room will find stuff as the day unfolds, other stuff to trade, intraday reversal setups, that sort of thing. Possible breakouts. So I'll quit babbling here, but that's my starting watch list for Wednesday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.